All right, let's go ahead and tap that debit card. Because it's time to make us a little bit of money. And be Shyn's day.
Hey, Reid, I know your club got gambling.
I must say, y'all know this been a weird NFL season, and B Shining's best is definitely reflecting it. I went 2-3 last week, and I feel like I escaped by the skin of my teeth because I did not do well in these bets. I'll get to my 3 losses first. I told you to take the Patriots. They were 1.5 dogs against the Bills. They lost the game by 4. That was basically a pick'em game. And then I told you to pick, this is the bad advice. I told you to pick the Cardinals, 9.5 at the Texans. They got mollywopped. And then I told you to take the Seahawks. They were 11.5-point favorites going up against the Colts. I didn't expect Phillip Rivers to, lead that offense the way that he did, keeping that game close. But more importantly, though, that Colts defense held the Seahawks offense in check. And it might cost me a fantasy championship too, because Jackson Smith and Jigba, although he did get some points, he did not get a touchdown. So the Colts held the Seahawks down, as the Seahawks could not find the end zone, and they couldn't cover that 11.5-point spread. However, I did tell you to take the Broncos, as they were 1.5-point dogs at home against the Packers. I didn't understand that. Even if they had Micah Parsons fully healthy the whole game, I still thought Denver was definitely going to take care of Green Bay. And then the Rams took care of business versus the Lions. Close call, though, because they won by 7. The Rams are 5.5-point favorites against those Lions. Speaking of the Rams, week 16, I'm sticking with the Rams. Take them. They're 1.5-point favorites at Seattle, who we just talked about as well. This is going to decide. No, the 49ers is in that, so I can't say it's going to decide the NFC West. But if the Seahawks lose this thing, it's going to be hard for them to win it. This is going to be a great, great Thursday night game. I can't wait for it. But take the Rams. I think they're going to pull it off. 1.5-point favorites at Seattle. Then you got another great divisional matchup, another rematch. Bears and Packers, the oldest rivalry in the National Football League. They are 1.5-point dogs going up against the Micah Parsonless Green Bay Packers. Chicago's been on fire the past couple months or so. I'm taking the Bears. 1.5-point dogs at home. Chicago's going to go crazy. It's going to be an old school, old-fashioned NFC North slugfest. I can't wait to see this one, but take the Bears and make you a little bit of money. Speaking of another team that's on fire, this team has been coming up from behind on these teams for the past month or so. The Buffalo Bills, they're 10-point favorites going up against the Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett ain't going to be enough to slow down Josh Allen and them. Ooh, it could get murky, though, at Cleveland. I'm still going to take the Bills. They got Shedeur Sanders going for the Browns. And, I think the Bills can figure him out if they can figure out all these other quarterbacks. I'm taking the Bills, man. I think they'll cover that 10-point spread at Cleveland. And then you got another divisional matchup. I love me a good divisional. Panthers. They are 3-point dogs going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is going to go a long way into deciding who's going to win that NFC South crown. I'm taking the Panthers in this one. I think they got the defense, although they did lose to the Saints last week. Not because of their defense. Their defense has been balling the entire year. This is going to be a close one, though, man. This is why I'm going with the team who's getting the points, because I think this will be a 1 or 2 point game. I'm taking the Panthers, 3-point dogs at home against the Buccaneers, even though the Buccaneers offense is trying to heat up a little bit. Mike Evans, they lost to the Falcons last week, and it's a little mini bye too. Close game, man. And then my last game of the week, you got Jaguars going to Denver to take on the Broncos. The Jaguars offense has been clicking as of late. Against some good defenses too. Against the Texas defense, they was clicking. I'm taking the Jaguars and the points at the Broncos. I'm not sure if they win the game. I think just like the Panthers and Buccaneers game, this was gonna be close. So Take the Jaguars plus the points, 3-point dogs, going to Denver. Fit check. Yeah, that's me.
Well, the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. See, you got to coordinate.
Some of my favorite uniform matchups from week 15 in the National Football League. Of course, Chargers at Chiefs, AFL matchup. Plus, I was right about the Chargers coming in with the white pants, white jerseys, and the blue socks. It was an A plus versus A plus matchup. One of my favorites of the year. And then another one that was looking good. At AFC East, Buffalo with the blue pants again. Going to New England. They sported their all dark blue look, which I am a fan of. I love the Patriots uniforms. That was a great looking matchup. And then Baltimore at Cincinnati. Another great looking uniform matchup. And shout out to the Ravens for wearing the black socks. But the Bengals. See, this irritates me about some teams in the NFL is that some teams will fake wear white at home. The Cowboys, they're, to me, the only legit team who constantly wears white at home and looks good wearing white at home. Your second tier of teams who wear white at home, I would say the Dolphins, Washington, who else? The Dolphins, Washington. Sometimes the Titans and Chargers, they're in like the last tier. These teams do it maybe half the season. Probably all the Florida teams like Jaguars, Buccaneers, Dolphins, sometimes the Eagles would do it. Washington is in there. But y'all know what I'm talking about. The teams who half-ass wear white at home because they want to be cute or fancy or something like that. The Chiefs almost fell into this trap in 1980. I don't know what the hell this organization was thinking then. But that year, I don't know if y'all know this, but the Chiefs wore white jerseys at Arrowhead the entire season that year in 1980. Thank God they switched it up the next year and they never did the shit again for an entire season. They did it one more game. And y'all remember what happened that game against the old funky ass Cincinnati Bengals, opening day 2006, where Trent Green almost got decapitated by the Bengals. And from that point on, the Chiefs ain't even sniffed wearing all white at home. We bet not ever wear no white jerseys at Arrowhead. Don't fake wear white Chiefs. Anyway, regardless, Bengals Ravens a great looking uniform matchup. And then woo, Atlanta and Tampa Bay came with the old school fire for your ass. It was especially the Falcons. I knew, we know Tampa Bay and the Creamsicles, they look good nose. But the Falcons, bruh. Okay. Those might need to be, they might need to visit those for those being the primaries. The black joints with the black socks and the white pants with the red helmet. I like that, man. Yes, sir. And I just want to point out the Carolina Black Panthers. I really do. Their uniforms are exquisite. Again, the silvery helmet, they get rid of that silver, and they oh god, the Panthers. I just had to commend them with the white on white with the sky blue socks. Man, love the Panthers uniform. They should never. Maybe the Panthers can update their uniforms, but they should never like totally switch out what they do. They should just keep their unis just like that. And then my issue with the Rams, this bone color. I've talked about this before on the pod, man, but it's every time I see it, it irritates me. And they have such a beautiful color set that they totally ignore white pants and they wear this ugly ass bone color. They just Rams. Somebody send this to the Rams, dog. Somebody send this to Stan Kroenke or whoever I need to get in touch with to tell them to get rid of this ugly ass bone color. It makes no sense. It's ugly. It's stupid. Get rid of it, man. ASAP. Y'all got such a beautiful color scheme. Wear the yellow pants, man. Damn. Ain't that hard? Shout out to ones who get that. All right, Chiefs at Titans this week. We better not lose this damn game, bro. You know what? The hell with it. If we do, we get a better draft pick. Whatever. Titans, I'm predicting they wear sky blue. They'll reach into the Houston Oilers bag. This is an AFL matchup. Sky blue on white for the Titans. Chiefs, white jerseys, red pants with the white and gold stripe. Woo! All right, that is the pod for this week, man. I appreciate y'all tapping into Brian's World and making me a part of your content watching. Please make sure that you subscribe and review and rate and tap in and share and all that. And my folks at Foolish Club Media, so you can check out all the Cheese podcasts that we got popping off. Check them out and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on YouTube. And of course, while you're at YouTube, make sure you visit that Brian B. Shynin page at B. Shynin, so you can check out Brian's World that drops every single Wednesday. You can check out my Hustle and Shine in the morning content from Hot 103 Jams, Motivational Minute, beats, mixes, R&B Shining, man. Everything that I got going on is right there on the YouTube page, man. Please subscribe to it, man. It's a good page. I promise. I ain't gonna waste your time. All right, we want this 2025 season to hurry up and conclude. So Chiefs Titans, we'll see what happens. Not sure if I'm gonna talk much about this game next week on the pod, but excited to see maybe the young guys get some play. I'll holla at you next week, y'all. Until then, Kansas City, please continue to be a blessing. And Chiefs Kingdom.